Welcome back to Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. This is episode 35, Don't Chase a Shadow. Last time, we're in the Royal Palace, the War Welt, or whatever they call it. And people are starting fights. Renji lost to Uryu, and Mayuri encountered Pernida, who is the left hand of this whole king. I believe this one's going to be a Shunsui episode, which is awesome. One of my favorite characters. Anyways, let's get into the episode and see what happens. So nice we had to see it twice. This evil laugh is just so fun. Oh. I knew it wasn't that simple, dude. It's the fucking Soul King's arm.
まあ、あの人のことなんで大丈夫だとは思いますけど。恐ろしいだろうね。
This freaking sniper, dude.
察するよ。
次の手を打たなきゃいけない頃合いさ。
見捨てられるべき弱者。アホ！止まったら思うつぼや言うてるやろ。見つけ。
Bruh. I thought he was gonna pop off. I thought he was gonna be like, I see you, I know where you're at. Unless this is an illusion. Because he has the shadows. Be that simple, but yes, thank you. That was a good fake out. Done a lot of fake outs recently with these deaths and stuff that I'm watching. Please. You can walk through shadows. Oh. Ah. She's just also here. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Ah.
鬼が目隠しして掛け声とともに振り返り動いた人を捕まえる遊びだよ。
So it's like red light, green light.
決まりは変われば勝ち。
なるほど。チョコラテイングです。
なんだ、似たのがあるんじゃないか。
鬼の放った冷圧での攻撃が
Oh, that's
必
what
ず
that
見える
was.
ような。
Okay.
ということは、厳格に気づいて。
Which is why he hasn't moved yet. Okay.
お前は死ぬ。
さすがだね。理解が早くて助かるよ。そこへ冷圧そのものを僕だと見誤るようにギュッと固めて
What?
あそこに置いてきたのさ。後手13対3対
I'm the new head captain, bitch. Oh my god, his voice actor is so good.
ほな、ほっといていこうか。
そうです。ここは協
Please.
力隊長を助けにみんなで。隊長、本当に援護に行かないですか？
Shinji's like, I'm done with this shit.
状況やねんぞ。
アルマさんが
こっちだ。言ったよね。もうこの遊びは使えない。
But he wasn't moving.
それも言った。
Yeah, he knows about that.
これまでの戦いすべての情報がある。そして、
Oh. Damn.
お前余地はない。
Jeez. This is so visceral every time. Like, I get that it's supposed to be fakes, but it's still just, god damn.
顔だけど心配いらない。この遊びの怖いところはいつ何の遊びが始まるのか見当もつかないところさ。どんなに興が乗らなくても手を引かれたら一巻の終わり。
多いだな。
That's why, okay.
思ったよ。だか
I
ら
was gonna say, he mentioned that.
切られてるだろう。
Just keep fucking up his gun.
切ったつもりだ。
Oh, girl. It's not fair.
ルールを忘れてる。
Damn.
一瞬でも僕から目を離し、子供の頃どこまでもついてくる影帽子が怖くて仕方がなかったことを。
It's not over, but awesome.
しまった。
Oh.
僕の銃撃はお前の体を貫き、僕の体はお前の剣を貫く。
なるほど。両目を開くとこっちの理屈は通じなくなると。
そうだ。 この瞬間この世界に僕を殺せる武器
What?
はない。
あ、そうなの。じゃあ早く目を閉じてくんない
Go ahead and close that eye again.
だが一度の戦闘で3度目を開いた場合
They have to stay open now.
以降目を開いたまま戦うことが認められている。あってはならないことだからだ。
Yep, here it is. Oh. I don't know about that. What the fuck? What I was gonna say is, the last time we saw Kyoraku really fighting, he mentioned he doesn't want to use his powers in front of other people. Because, and he kind of goes into it a little bit here, he's like, once you're starting the game, you just got to keep going until somebody's dead. So, like, we're going to see him pop off. It's my long explanation about it. But I also really want to see, like, I love his power, I love the thematic idea of it, but it makes you wonder why is his soul like that, you know? He's such, like, a womanizer and everything. It's curious that, I don't think there's anything nefarious about his intent, but it's curious that for such a player, basically, why is his Zanpakuto related to, like, being a good parent? Not even a parent, but, like, you know, being good with children. It's weird. It's interesting. I'm curious to see if we get more backstory on, like, was he a father at one point, or, like, you know, why is he so good with children? Oh my god. He got shot in the foot, he's got shot in the abdomen here. Damn. Is he supposed to be like biblically accurate angel or something? What? Ooh. I don't think it'll work, but cool. Oh, going back to you? Enough about your fucking fatality, fatal bullshit. I'm so tired of him saying all that every time. Yeah, see, he was moving everyone away so that he can do it. Oh, they're in it. Okay, that's why we saw them for a second. Everybody's in it? Everybody's in the fucking manga. He didn't even get anybody out. Oh. Hey. I'm back. There's nothing to fear. Yeah. Oh. As if sharing them. It's so cool. Because even his sword has the holes in it. It matches Lilabaro's appearance. That's what. They have matching eye patches. It's fun.
よく見りゃ着物が裂けてるじゃないか。
誰と話している。勝負はついたとでも思っているのかい。
No, I don't think that we did, but still. We got some licks in.
の挽回ごときでこの僕を殺せると思っているな。
せめてこの手で切って捨てよ。無様に絡む未練の糸を。
The fuck is this Bond guy? That's it? Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like it's like mutually assured destruction. That's basically what his Bankai is. It's so powerful, but it's also like based on his own life force. I really hate to nitpick like this, but I'm just upset. Like, I don't know. It's something I need to get over, of the spectacle not matching, or like when it's more spectacle and less explanation. You know, they do that a couple times in this show. Not a couple, more than a couple. But like I'm such like a logic oriented person that I need to understand how things work, which is probably why I like Mayuri a little bit, because at least he'll dumb it down for you. But like with Shunsui's Bankai, it was awesome. It was so cool to look at the 3-act, well, multiple acts. But like we didn't really see it affect. Maybe it'll affect other people now, but we didn't see it affecting other people. We saw it like encompassing them, but we didn't see like, are they involved? Maybe, like I said, maybe in one of the episodes coming up, they'll be like showing a little bit of like, oh no, we're underwater now. I don't know, but just not fully understanding his powers. It's kind of like, obviously, based on what we have heard from this episode, Lilibaru is like immortal or whatever. So the fact that he was able to be wounded by this Bankai, which it shows how strong Shunsui is, but still it's just like, well, I don't get what's happening. But it was really cool to see the dynamic with him and his sword. I just want more. I think that's what I'm always upset with. Like, I just want, give me more. The fact that his eye patch matches, you know, she talked about like the fate, the destiny of a sword and the Shinigami, the sort of relationship they have. I'm assuming Ohana, I don't know if that's her name. I think her name was something else, because that's what, well, she's Katen Kyokutsu, right? But like he calls her something else, and then he keeps saying Ohana, so I think it's like darling or something, loved one, you know. So I don't know. It's just I have so many questions about like, what is their relationship? Does she remind him of somebody? She mentions his kimono as some other woman's, so like, is that really who he's, you know, he plays along like he's like this womanizer, but like he's really devoted to this one original person. And you know, I mentioned during the episode about his affinity for children's games and like the questionable connotation that could have. You know, it's either he's going to be really creep about it, and he's like, I don't want to say pedophile, but you know, like there is that gray area of like, why are you so attuned to that kind of stuff? But it could also just mean maybe he like lost his children or something, and that's why he's like that. You know, that's why he's so child oriented. I don't know. A lot of stuff I want to see, and I don't think we'll see it, because I feel like this was his big moment, and that's why I'm sad, you know. But it was awesome. It was awesome to see. I just hope we get some more explanation on things, and again, I want to see what other people experience in this. But I do like that his Bankai is, you know, he is such this, I don't want to say layabout, but you know, he's such a friendly, opening person, and then all of his abilities are so dark and like sinister. Especially his Bankai. Again, it seems like there is some sort of not symbiotic, but I guess in a way parasitic. I don't know. There's this relationship between his enemy and himself, where like, you know, they can both be hurt in certain ways, and like the more that the enemy gets hurt, the more that you get hurt. We saw it with his Shikai during Stark's fight. How, you know, the color game, basically, like the more that it would hurt you, the more damage you'll do. So there is this risk. It's sort of almost like roulette, kind of like almost like a Russian roulette kind of thing with his abilities. I think it says a lot about his character too. The way he's like, you know, yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm not hurt enough to die, and you know, my abilities will bring me close to death. And even like after the fight, where he kind of collapses, and you think that, you know, for a second I'm thinking, okay, well, it's because everything is kind of like a mirror of his opponent. You know, I can reflect damage back at you, but I have to take that damage. So it's just really interesting things to think about with his character. You know, what is it implying about him that he is so, I don't want to say casually suicidal, but you know, like that's what it kind of reminds me of, is like there is this sort of death wish in his abilities. And I think it informs the character a lot. We got a little glimpse of Ichigo versus Naklavar. I'm curious how that fight's going to go. You know, it doesn't feel like a fight that Ichigo should be doing, as far as like, I think somebody else could do this fight. So it's really interesting that, you know, they're getting paired up, because it doesn't seem like the correct power scaling. But they do, he does mention something about his poison can't affect him, so he has to try something else. So maybe we'll see it and eventually. Really, yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about Lilibar because he's dead now, but like, it's an interesting ability. It's so broken. His eyes can't be over, whatever. If he opens his eyes 3 times, I don't know if it's an actual like limiter thing or if it's more like a morality. He's closing his eyes because he sees everyone as sort of, again, this sort of justice and fairness kind of thing, sinners and all that stuff that the Quincy's are about. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's like a thing where he limits himself or it's like he has to physically do it, otherwise his powers will not work. Where he can only open his eyes a couple times, otherwise then it's like the game is on kind of thing. But that's I mean, I get to an extent the X, so he is the X, so it's about the fact that X-axis is like going longitudinally, laterally, whatever, it's going horizontal, right? I get that, where it's the sniper, the X-axis, he just goes from point 1 to point 2. But then I also like that it's because it's an X itself, you can like rotate it, and that is why his original power is just penetrating anything, but then once he's opened the eye, it kind of twists, and then it becomes nothing can penetrate me, or like I can penetrate other things, whatever's happening there. Just really clever ways of like expounding upon abilities. These are broken ass abilities, but I do like the creativity sometimes with evolving. Cool episode, fun episode. Where's the now? I feel like they made a big deal about her being there and then she wasn't there at all. So, and he even says something about, I hope she's not caught up in all this once he unleashes his Bankai. So I really think we're going to see the fallout of his Bankai, because we saw it expanded over the whole freaking place they're at now. I don't want to call it the Royal Palace anymore, but it covered the whole area. It showed all the people that it covered up, which is pretty much everybody. So like, I want to see the effects that it's doing. And hopefully we get that sooner rather than later. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave thoughts and comments below. See you next one. Bye.